Sorry. My name is Lisa with Women Kitchen Specialties. If you see the red light button, cut me live. If not, it has # replay. I am going to pull comments up here. Oh, I can see them. Happy Christmas Eve, everybody. I don't know that I'll have much traffic, but if there's any of you guys that are by yourself tonight, somebody's trying to come on and help that along a little bit through the holidays and stuff like that. So, how is everybody tonight? I work today. I'm going to work tomorrow, but I was off at 2 today, so it wasn't too terribly bad. And I was trying to decide what to do. I've not done as many Christmas crafts as I would like to. However, Christmas is here, so I thought I would do something a little bit, leaning a little bit toward Valentine's and also winter and also more a Christian tone to it. So I'm going to show you guys. Got these at Walmart. My Walmart, I went today to get, we're cooking tomorrow at McDonald's. Those of us are working. They're kind of having a potluck kind of thing. So I went to get a couple things I needed. So while I was there, my Walmart, there's a lot of things they don't have anymore, but this Walmart does. So if your local Walmart that's right there by you don't have things, sometimes if you look at another one within just a few miles of you, you'll find that they do. For example, I used to buy the big container of buttons. Hey, Shelly, Merry Christmas to you, honey. Hello, Ellen. So today at the other one, I found these buttons, this whole big bag of buttons, and it's got a like a Ziploc thing. Oh, well, hello, Linda. I'm so glad you did. Merry Christmas. So I got that. I got these. Those are pretty, I thought. Pretty and springy. And then I'm going to work on a little board. I get this from Amazon. They usually come 10 to a pack. I don't know if all of you saw this or not, but I did this right before Christmas. Like, I don't know, last week or something. This came from Michelle the Crafty Basket case. The window. I think it's so pretty. And I freehanded this snowman. I know, me too, girl. And it's 60 degrees in Tennessee today. It's going to be hotter tomorrow than it was today. But here's my little snowman that I did. He's not too terribly bad, but I can't paint eyes. I'm the world's worst at painting eyes, so if I can do it without painting eyes, that's what I do. So that is my picture of a snowman that I painted. I just freehanded it. We're going to be working with one of these boards tonight, and you can use it inside or outside. They set up really well, just like that, they won't fall. You can use a little stand if you want to, but you don't have to with these. Do you? Well, sometimes it's not. I think sometimes it looks too crazy, so you know. And then these two boards I got. Walmart has these that are whitewashed too, but in case I didn't want to whitewash it, I've got the dark, so I could paint it if I wanted to. Hello, Rosa. How are you, sweetie? But these are like $3.83 all the time. And then they have these for $4.97. I got one of those today. Merry Christmas, sister. So, I'll be doing Friday favorites. Hey, Connie. So, I'll show you, and I put new ink in my printer. I've not had to put ink in it since I've had it, since I bought it 2 or 3 years ago. And me and Gloria have worn it out. Trust me when I tell you, we have. I'll show you what I decided to do, but I printed a smaller version of it to fit on our board. This says, when I am worn and weary, you are there to make me new again. Isn't it pretty? Michelle the Crafty Basket Case, I think. It's either her or Orchid Lime Design. In fact, I think Terry with Orchid Lime Designs is where this print came from. This one here. And Michelle with the Crafty Basket Case, I love this too. Isn't that pretty? Hi, Donna. How are you? Hey, Angela. How are you, honey? Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas Eve, anyway. So I thought that was so cute. So cute. So we're going to take our board, and we're tomorrow, if I don't change my mind, we're going to finish. I work 7 to 4 tomorrow, but if we're not busy, I don't anticipate working as long as that. But the money's good tomorrow, and so anyway, I did this on Friday Favorites, and we're going to finish that up if I don't change my mind. We've got that done with our little angel inside. We're going to finish that. Finish that we are. So, those flowers I got will go real pretty with this. How is everybody? Has everybody had a good day? Good Christmas Eve? Hope you have. We were I didn't think we'd be busy today, and I figured if we were, we would sell a lot of sweet tea and ice and things like that. Oh, it's okay. My family had their Christmas thing last Friday. We kind of have to do it when we can all get together. And there's a lot of people that don't have anybody, nowhere to go. And so, which is exactly why I decided to come live tonight. I do it usually. Lynn does it. You know, I've been there. Many of us have, so, you know. No worries there. So, I love this color. And I'm kind of debating on which color to use. It's a gold, but let me see. That's Teddy Bear Brown. I think that's going to be too dark for us. So, with the colors in this, I think we're going to do pink. I think it'll be pretty for spring. You know? So, and what I've done is I have... Oh, no. Did you really? I unfortunately had to go too. But the one I went to in Johnson City was bigger, and it wasn't as crowded as mine here. It just wasn't. So there's the print. I printed it on a 5x7 size. My printer will let you do that, and so that way, I've missed seeing you all. I work so doggone much. When I get home, most of the time, I don't feel like doing much. I'm just tired, but it's, you know, it's getting better, except for, you know, the pain I have with my leg in my back. But you know, there's people a whole lot worse off than I am, so I try not to say too much about it, because aww. Well, we get paid quite it's $17 an hour to work tomorrow, so there's another incentive, right? And you know, I'll be home by 4, so it'll be all right. It will be all right. Okay. So this is called Baby Pink, I think. Yeah. This is a multi-surface by Folk Art. It's a really pretty color. So we're going to start with that. We are. So, yeah. Well, maybe he can come. afterwards. Does he work? What's he work, Ellen? Does he work 12-hour shifts? Or does he? Is it 8 hours or? I'm losing weight. Good. I needed to. It's not gonna hurt me, Rosa, girl. It's not gonna hurt me one bit. So we're just gonna paint this. I welcome it, and you know I did notice that I have pants I can wear that I've not been able to wear in a couple of years, so that's great. Oh, that's. I could have stood to lose about 50 pounds to tell y'all the truth. And it probably would help my back situation a little bit too, just to be honest, you know. Another than paint with Connie's favorite color. Yeah. Well, that's good. That's so sweet of you to do that. Let me tell y'all what happened to me. I think I told Connie and Rosa, but, you know, this week has been, a lot of us, it's emotional at Christmas time because of those that are not with us anymore, things like that. And so, and people trying to get kids and families fed so they can concentrate on cooking and, you know, all the things. So, there's a man he's a veteran, I do know that, and he comes through for breakfast a lot. It's just some of them, you know, he's a regular. Hi, Amanda. You do, Ellen, really? Huh. Oh, he came through my drive-thru, and we were so busy. And, you know, the order pops up for the next one. And so I said, is this your... I verified when they come to the window. And he said, I didn't order anything in the drive-thru. And I said, what are you doing in this line? I know, me too, Rosa. And not order anything. And he pulled out a $50 bill, guys, and gave it to me and said, you have a Merry Christmas. I about bawled. And he said, I said, you serious? I said, yeah. And they've been doing it all week to several of us, different ones. Right, Rosa? And he said, no, put it in your pocket, and you just have a Merry Christmas. I mean, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. It really is. And a lot of people have been paying it for, you know, the next car behind them, they've been paying for their meal, the next person. And it's just been, you know, you just see a lot of blessings this week. And it's just really good that it's like that. So, and it blew my mind, guys. I ain't kidding. I'm not kidding. You think there's not much kindness in the world anymore, and there is a lot of people that aren't kind. Hi, Maribel. How are you, honey? But, you know, there are those that go other way, and to let us know that they appreciate us being there. And I've had 2 or 3 tell me today, I appreciate you working today and serving us, and that's really nice. Hey, Stephanie, how are you, honey? Haven't seen you in a long time. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Hope you and little man are okay. Hope all of you are having a happy holiday. Let's see. Got too much stuff sitting here as usual, right? Some things never change, right? Look. That's fine. That's just a water bottle. It had a lid on it. That's okay. Hey, Shelley. Merry Christmas Eve to you. Thank you, Stephanie. I'm going to get... I don't know how to splatter that paint right there, but I'll get that on me sure as the world if I don't get it up. I got to spend time with my little granddaughter. She'll be a month old tomorrow. Yes, there is. And I'm one of them, but you know, you just don't find it much, generally speaking. Jesus is born, yes, I know it. So much to thank him for, don't you, Stephanie? I do. So much to thank him for. I hope I didn't splatter that. Hang on my clothes. Maybe no, I didn't. Maybe I didn't. I think this color's really pretty. I got it all over me everywhere else. I'm telling you. We're just going to dry this up a little bit here. I think it's supposed to rain a little bit, but there's no chance of snow when it being 60 degrees. That's for sure. I know. Yeah. And he's a pretty faithful customer. He comes through the drive-thru really early in the morning. And normally I'm at work at 6. So. Yes, Lord. So pretty. Guys, I ain't kidding. I could put her from the tips of my fingers to here. She would fit right there. Hi, Gloria. How are you? How are you? How did things go with you tonight? I hope you had a good time. Corbett's going with her family tonight. And just a little bit of. I'm gonna just roll that over there. Oh, see, my mom did that with us when we were real little, Stephanie. That's so fun. It is so much fun. I'd like to find a good recipe. I'd like to do that for my grandkids. That would be, it's like a traditional thing, you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. Do y'all like to do stuff like that when your mom did stuff with you and then you want to keep the tradition going and do it with your kids and grandkids and stuff? Hey, number 2, right? Yeah, Gloria worked today with me too. She left a little bit for me, or she got off a little bit for me. Well, no, I don't think she did. I come think of it. Because we sat there, we got up a little early today. I was supposed to work till 2, but I think it was about 1:30. So we sat out in the dining room and chatted a little while. And my boss, Sonia, got us a really sweet gift. Yeah, she got everybody that. So, hey, Carla, how are you? I thought y'all could come and spend a little time. I don't get to do it much, and so I appreciate being able to do it. Appreciate y'all being here and all that. So I've got that paint everywhere. How did I do that? I don't know how I did it, but we're gonna cut that off anyway, so it don't matter. But I just can't believe that paint got everywhere like that. My brush must have been slinging it everywhere. This came from Cherry with Orchid Lime Designs. Get the most of this paper off. And I do spray it. Right? Yeah, I know how my cutting skills are not very good. One of these days I'm going to get me one of those cutters and I don't have to, I can lay it down and just cut it and not worry about it being wonky. Crafting ain't perfect though, is it? It's not. It is not perfect. Thank goodness it's not, right? Thank goodness. We're going to lay this right. I've got a little bit of white on there still. We're missing Miss Connie. Miss her devotion. I miss my devotion time too. I don't get to do it as much as I used to. But I've asked God to work it all out, and I know that He will. Sometimes He works it out in His time, not ours. So, you know what I mean? Alright, so we're going to get some Mod Podge. A fan brush here. I did get my fan brushes from the Day I Struggle, Miss Brandy. I really like her brushes. They really clean up pretty good. I'm trying to see if it's still off. Aw. I made my grandkids the tie blankets, the ones that you tie. I made them. Was it last year? I believe it was. Put their names on them and all that stuff. So I think I'm not going to center this. I think I'm going to put this in a corner here, right about like that. I've got some other things I can put at the top, like a little angel up here. So I think that's all I'll do. So we're going to put all my Podge. Aw. I like blankets myself. I don't blame him. I'd like it too. I'd like it too. I would. We're just going to take our brush and get us some Mod Podge on here to write. I'll turn the, speaking of which, see, I'm so rusty I can't even remember what to do. So, thank goodness I mentioned it, looked up there and saw my iron wasn't on, so I turned it on. Turned it on. There we go. Putting some Mod Podge. I don't really, I try not to get it. Try not to get it before I need it right here. Because that glue does funky things. Let's see where we are here. Yeah, a little further here, and I think I'm going to take, got it a little bit more on the top than I want to. What happens if you hit that with that iron is it will pulls up like, I know it. And I work so doggone much. It's not that I don't want to. I just sometimes I ain't got the time. And when I get home from work with my issues going on with my leg and my back, I'm so tired I just don't want to do anything much. So, do you? There's a store that me and Gloria go to, and me and my cousin Candace go to, and they are a Christian-based company, but they have really good deals on stuff. Sometimes, you know, they have food, they have clothing, they had a whole Santa's workshop, but they have a lot of throws. I've got me a Grinch blanket, got Connie too, and sent them to her. And they had cups, and you know, Grinch is really, really popular again this year for Christmas, and everybody likes him. Oh, it's sticky. And I did finally get me some Teflon sheets, so we're going to try that tonight. I know, well, we're kind of doing a mixed basket here tonight, too. Y'all can help me decide exactly what I'm going to do here, because got these from Amazon. There's 3 sheets. You can cut them down, which is exactly what I'm going to do with this one. I'll get 3, and you can reuse these over and over, and you don't have to have parchment paper. And it's been on my bucket list for a long time. It's called Baby Pink, I think, Rosa. Yes, it's a folk art multi-surface color. Now my lighting don't always reflect true stuff, so I'm going to just cut this. I know, I'm cutting something else, right? I know. I know. Okay. Move that right there. I can kind of lay this down and get a better grip on it. Yeah, with retail, it has to be. They have to be ahead of the game because we kind of have to be ahead of the game too, right? So you are able to cut this, and I'm not going to cut all of them, but it's sure easier to use it when you have it a more appropriate size for what you're doing. Okay, back over here. Of course, I didn't cut it straight, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, I should have done that, Ellen. I should have done that. Should have done that, but that's okay. I'm just going to cut this in half, or they're about in half. Yeah, it would have given me a guide, wouldn't it? Okay. Alright. So we're going to put our little print down right here. That I got a little bit above what I wanted to, but that's okay. I just don't like what happens when if you're not careful. Okay. See how sticky that is? Like it to be, like about right there. So we're going to put our tip-on sheet down. Hope y'all can see. And I always, no matter what kind of thing I'm using, I always hold it down till I get it attached, because these, I don't know so much about the Teflon, but if you don't do that, your print can slide, and I had one go sideways on me one time, and it's almost mission impossible to get that to get where you can be straight with it. Yeah. I'm going to sand this off a little bit. I just thought this would be a pretty shelf sitter. And it looks Valentine-y and springy, but it's also got a really pretty message on there. I don't know if Lynn was going to come on tonight or not, but I know for sure probably tomorrow night she will. Where I worked early both days, I thought it would be nice to come on and spend a little time with you guys. Miss doing that. Alright. And I'm going to have to get my wax out. If I can find it, that is. I kind of tried to consolidate my stuff the other day, but you know what happens when you do that? You try to organize and you can't find nothing. You can't find nothing. I'll look here in a minute. It may be right here on the table and I'm just not seeing it. Yep, it is. That's good. Alright. Always try to do it in a downward motion, especially if you're doing napkins, because it will rip. Alright, let me see. That's what we have so far. Can you guys see? Grab my... If I can get hold of it with my hand there. If I can get hold of it. Okay. So this is Chalk Cheek Dark Wax. I'm just going to take my brush and just lightly go around it. Paper towel here. Oh. Alright, so we're going to put our brush in that water. Just a second here. Okay. I was making sure. Sometimes I can't tell comment stops. So I was just making sure. You never know anymore, do you? And I just get my brush in that wax, and then I just pounce off some of the excess. Now, if you don't like aged stuff, you don't have to do this. You could just totally not do this part here. You don't have to do it. Whoop. A little bit much. Are y'all planning big dinners tomorrow with your family? This year with my family, we had like finger foods. It wasn't a big meal like it has been in the past. That way we focus. Oh, I know. I do too, Shelley. I do too. And I found it up there before we took our stuff. A little antique mall. And we're doing fairly well. I've not checked this week, but we've done fairly well with it. I'm gonna go around the print, and then I'm gonna go around the edges as well. And like I said, if you don't like that H look on your projects, you don't have to do this part. I've used it quite a bit, and I just found it. We were just actually looking at. They used to have OD up there, and they changed it to another company that I'm not very familiar with. TH Decor has that, so I just happened to it's the booth right next to it that had this wax, and not paying shipping and getting it local. They have Dixie Belle in that store too, so I love the Dixie Belle paint, and it's, to not have to pay shipping and just go get it there was very advantageous too, for that matter. Okay. I'm going to dry this just a little bit, and so we can. I just laid all that stuff on my dryer. It's not going to work. Alright. So we're going to just dry it just a little bit. Then we'll go around the outside, and I'll show you a couple things. I got some really pretty ribbon at Michael's that was buy 2 get 3 free a couple weeks ago. Don't know if that will dry that or make that. I need a paper towel, not something wet, because that will take it off. We'll fold this. We just got that, and I'm going to put this on around our. I don't like that right there. If you don't like it, you can take a wet rag, and it will tone it down a little bit. I don't like it smeared that much. And if it bothers you that much, you can go back over it with your couple spots right here. I just wanted to go back. Peel that back just a little bit. We don't need that much going way on there. Y'all do let me just keep messing with it. I do. I'm bad for that. Bad. Okay. Don't know. Let me see here. So, I know Rose is cooking tomorrow. What are you guys doing tomorrow? Are you cooking? Are you cooking tomorrow? I made a trifle and I make this candy. It's really good. The kids love it. If y'all have kids or grandkids, you should try this. You take a bugle and I take a bowl, melt some white chocolate like you would cover Coke candy with, and I dip the part of the bugle, the wide part, in it. And I stick an M&M down in that whole part. It looks like a little Santa Claus hats or Grinch hats, and the salty and the sweet is just so good. Oh, you have tacos? Okay, well, it's okay. We've kind of gotten away from, like I said, we just would rather have fellowship together and not worry about all that slaving and cooking and all that stuff, you know. I'm going to show you. I love this ribbon. I might cut it in half. Hey, Karen D, how are you? Hey, Roger. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you guys. So, I've got this real pretty angel, and it's a pen, so I think I got this at Walmart. You can take your cutters, and I've got a couple pair. Have you really? Well, I remember when my mom and my dad were still alive and my grandparents were still alive. I ended up cooking the whole meal for several years. Chicken greens, ham, garlic, mashed potatoes, deviled eggs, and pumpkin, Dutch apple pie. Yeah, Buckeyes are good. But I used to cook the whole meal because, you know, my grandmother would say, well, if I'm up to it, you know, and I said, you know what, I would rather cook it and know what's there than to take a chance on something not being there. And I know she couldn't help it, so I just said, you know, and it's stressful to cook a whole meal for 20-some people, but it's all right. You kind of get used to it. And I didn't care. I didn't care to do it, so see, we've got this on the back, but we're going to cut that off with our cutters. And then we're going to put that in the corner. I was going to show you, look at this ribbon, how pretty this is. This is one of the ones, it is white fabric, but it's that pink. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? So I may take a little bit of that and cut that in half and make us just a little bow in the corner, put the angel in the middle of it. And call it a day, right? Hey, Kim, how are you, honey? Merry Christmas. Hope you all are doing well. I know for a lot of us that have lost our parents, it's just a hard holiday to get through. So that's one reason I come on here. And there's others that are going through, you know, trials. We all go through them. So it's really nice to have a place to come to, spend a little time, craft and chat, you know, and stuff. And I just think a lot of us can attest that this crafting community has kind of saved our life in more than one way than one. Such a big one, but we're going to take it off there. There we go. There's that part. I'm going to set that right there so I don't stick myself. I know, Kim. I know it is. Kim's mom used to keep my son Michael when he was little. Such a precious lady. And they lost her. Hope Gary and all them are well. So you can use pens or whatever to I'm gonna go ahead and turn my glue gun on. I usually try to put these down with my heavy body gel. I'm a heavy body gel fan. It will hold like none other. But we're going to put down that fabric. Let's see if I can get this whole thing come off. So now it's just a flat, can y'all see it's just a flat surface as if it was never there. And this was just glued on there, so we took care of that. And I'm probably going to put something on this to dull it a little bit. Let me see what I got here. Let's see what I'm going to do. I'm going to put Mod Podge on it. Oh, me too. Me too. It will hold metal. It will hold wood. It will hold glass. It will hold. And I mean, it's pretty quick. So I learned the other day that if you are going to put something to dull something, if you put something, hey Teresa, how are you? Thank you. Merry Christmas to you. Well, I'm going to, but see, it rubs off, Ellen, if you don't have something to seal it first, kind of, if does that make sense? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to seal this first, so it'll, that wax will have something to attach to. Does that make sense to you guys? Because the other day, when I was trying to, I'll tell you what it was, it's when we were doing that, Always event, steampunk, and I had those gears. And I was trying to do that with it, and it would not do, it would just rub right off. So I realized that I needed to put something there to kind of, to give it a little bit of a sealer and a little bit of that stickiness, so that that wax will, and we will put the wax on it once I do this and dry it. And if this little dryer is quiet, but it is extremely hot, so be careful if you're working with a metal surface, because it gets hot. Just let it cool for a minute. Let it cool down. Yeah, we've had lots in our family too, but that new grandbaby, that new granddaughter, kind of makes up for the bad. You know what I'm saying? It does. So while that is cooling off, I'm going to set it right there. And I'm going to just see if it'll take a look at this and see if I can get it in half. Cut it in half. Because I don't need it that thick, that's for sure. Alright. And when I saw Unique, Miss Kim there I used to do lives with that too, and it was a lot of fun. COVID hit, and a lot of, we'll see if I can rip it. Hi Diane, how are you? How are you? I feel let me rip it or not. Yep, I think it's going to. That's cool. Isn't that pretty? I love this. It's kind of shiny. It goes with our, and we'll cut it down. I've got my bow maker, but I don't think I need it for this. I know, and it's just a simple little bow. So we're going to do just a simple bow. So now that is cooled off, I'm going to put this little bit, I don't think I'm going to put any more on my brush even. Just to tone that down a little bit. And now it's got something, that wax has got something to to attach it to, right? You know what I mean? And just enough, just a little bit. If you all run into that problem and it's a shiny, slick surface, like a metal surface, even if it's not real gold or whatever, you can put some Mod Podge or some kind of sealant on there. Spray sealer will work, and it will allow you to then gel that up to go along with your project. And I don't know if y'all could tell, it's my lighting in here, but the back, see how shiny that is? And it's really dull. I don't think you can, I don't think it's going to be reflective on the lighting I've got in here, but I'm just going to get just a tidge bit more of that. Get that on there. Darken that a little bit. How are you, Diane? I know you're probably having a hard time too. Diane just lost her mom. I remember what that was like. Mine's been going 18 years almost. So. She died November 29th, right after Thanksgiving weekend that year. Alright, so I think that's darkened it up just like we would need it to be. So, you know, we can even let me move that brush out of the way here. A little bit of that back. But that's really darkened it up quite a bit. We could put it in the middle of the heart or the bow, either one. We also have these that are also pins. And I have, did y'all know that Bedazzled is going out of business? She is going out of business, and I hate that. I hate that. So I thought about it, maybe about putting our angel there and taking the wings and putting that in the bow. That'd be cute, I think. But everything is, of course, a final sale, but she is, she's got some pretty good deals, so go over there and look. Oh. Well, my mom was 59 when she died, and she had lung cancer, and it metastasized to the brain. So she that's what got my mama. All right, so let's see if our glue gun is hot enough here. I think it is. So what do you guys think about put the angel, maybe not even on the heart, but just around that, between the cross and the heart? I think that would be pretty, don't you all? Oh my goodness, Ellen, that's awful, honey. I thought that'd be pretty like that, with that angel between the cross and the heart. And then what we'll do is take our ribbon and just make a little shoestring bow. Thank you, Karen. This is only one-sided, so you have to be careful about getting that that shiny side turned over. Just spooling with it a little bit, get the loops proportioned and be even. We don't need a real big bow at all for this. Let me see. it up and then we'll. I think about like that. Well, I don't know if it goes. What? Feel about knock that right in that paint. Well, that would have been a tragedy, wouldn't it? About that big. And we'll trim the edges off. We'll put that little bow right here. I'm gonna have to. There we go. Trim the edges some, but that's okay. We trim them. Still. I like that. Right. Just a little bow there. And you know, bows are not appropriate for all projects. I used to think that I love this. Thank you, Roger. This much. This is so pretty. I don't know if you guys can see. It's satiny, and it's so pretty. See that? See how that pretty? And it's like a pink that goes right with that project. And so I am going to. And this says for you that join later, when I am worn and weary, you are there to make me new again. It's so pretty. So pretty. All right, so we are going to also take our little, let's see, right there. I'm just going to try to get these pieces parts. I don't need to fly everywhere, right? So blind I can't see nothing. Whoop. There went that one I wanted to find. Hand. There we go. There we go. So then we're going to put that right in the middle of our bow. I think that'd be pretty. Hi there, Alicia. Merry Christmas to you. How are you? Thank y'all for being here. I just want to come out and spend a little time. I'm probably going to do it tomorrow. I'm probably going to do some resin tomorrow. I'm going to try to do some cloches tomorrow with you guys. And dress them up real pretty. If you can. Oh, so we still got the heart and we've got this other little angel that we can use. And if you all go to Hobby Lobby in the jewelry department, these are usually 50% off. It's really a good embellishment to use for your bows or for your projects. And, you know, it just, I mean, sometimes you can get 4 or 5 pieces for $2.99. And it's really a good deal. It really is. All right. Get this little. There we go. All right, so we decided we're going to put our bow right here on this corner here. I used to think I had to put so much hot glue on everything, but it really doesn't take very much to hold it down. It really doesn't. Yeah, you're welcome. I try, me and Lynn and some of the other ladies try to do it every holiday because, you know, I've been there. I know it can be lonely sometimes, and it's, you know, and we do it to try to help everybody. I know what it feels like. It's no fun to spend the holidays by yourself, you know. Had to do it many times myself. I'm just going to try to get that little piece right there off. There we go. I want it to lay flat. And I don't remember where I got these, but these are really, if you need to get something in there. You too, Karen Jean. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. I'm working tomorrow. We celebrated with my family last Friday, so I just do that with my gun to kind of keep those glue strings from being horrible. They can be, right? Yeah, I think Glenn is going to do it tomorrow night, and we're going to try to do it where we won't both be live at the same time, so that kind of thing. So let me see, where, I think right there. Sit there for a minute. And Karentina, there's a lot of snow where you live. I know the winters are kind of rough where you live sometimes. Is there snow there? I bought these flowers today. These are so pretty. Isn't that pretty? Pretty. This is Walmart. Pretty. There's all different sizes, but I don't think we need. I think we need it. I don't. Or if we do, probably do something. Do y'all have snow where you live? I know Richard's parents live in Kentucky, and his mom talked a few minutes ago and said it was kind of cool, but it's not cool here for sure. I'm just looking here to see. See those little things? I'm just going to take a little sprig or two and go out from. Hi, Cheryl. How are you, sweetie? That's okay. I put a notice out, but like I said, we try to do it, some of us, just to be there for people if they need it, kind of thing. It's no fun to be alone on a holiday like this. Yeah, I think that. Is it? Well, that's a good thing. I don't know, though. It don't seem like Christmas to me unless it's a little bit of snow, you know what I'm saying? Is it really? I don't know what the temperature's supposed to be here tomorrow, but it certainly is unseasonably warm. I remember when I was growing up, it's right down the road here. That it would be has it we would be out we'd be on Christmas break, and we wouldn't go back to school till February or March. It was just a lot of snow. We're in the mountains here, and it was Southwest Virginia, right over the state line where I'm talking about. But still, it was, gosh, we would. And now think about doing schoolwork on when you're having snow. Wow, that was unheard of, but that's not the deal now. They do it. The kids have to work while they're off, so they would take all the fun out of it being on snow days, wouldn't it? That would take all the fun out of, you gotta do work, right? Well, hell crazy. But they have to do that now. They sure do. There's a little smidge of glue right there. I'm just gonna tuck some of that in right there just to give it a little something. Yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna lift this up. I just about got this too close to the edge, but we're gonna make it work with what we got. Where's my thing Stick that right in there. And bring on. Take this and set that back over there. There we go. Let me see. My little scissors can trim that. Strings hanging there a little bit. And then the only thing I need to do is just go around the edge here a little bit with that wax. Just barely, not like it was on the around the picture, but just a little bit of color just to. I love to distress. If you don't like that, you don't have to do this, but if you do, I like it. Especially with the dark cross on there, the darkness, it kind of makes it all, I think it makes it all come together, kind of, you know. All that. Got a glue string, I see. And if you have one you can't get off, you can take your heating tool and it will take care of those. They're so aggravating, those little. But there's our little project tonight. And I will paint the back, I haven't. And you can even make another project and do a double side and it just sits up by itself, just like that. It just sits. Or you can put it on a stand, whichever one you'd like to do. Or you can put a hanger on it if you don't want to do two-sided and just hang it up on your wall or something. This would be really pretty in your little prayer area. It'd be pretty. And I have a wall right here that's got stuff, and so it might be where it goes. Thank you, Ellen. Thank you. I just thought that was so sweet, isn't it? And it says, when I am worn and weary, you are there to make me new again. And don't he make us new again? Every single time. He does. He's always there when we need him. So, I love to have inspirational stuff about the Lord in my house, and where I can look at it and see it all the time and be reminded that he's there. And don't we need that reminder that he's there? So, happy Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve to you all. I will probably see you tomorrow. I get off at 4 unless we're not busy, and I'm sure I'll get off before then, but I will see you all sometime. I'm going to get with Lynn and find out what time she's coming on, so it'll be a conflict or anything. We try to kind of be there support for you guys for these holidays. So you all remember to choose kindness. You never know what somebody else is going through. I love you all so much. It's so good to spend some time with you all. I hope you have a blessed and happy Merry Christmas and can spend it with your family, the ones that you love. And I plan on seeing y'all tomorrow if nothing happens, okay? I love you all. Have a good night, everybody. Bye, everybody.